个精。
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Mary Kelley heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelley, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kelleys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stokovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking, the Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kelley's headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelley to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
Yeah, and your childhood dog's living up on a farm up north. What I can't figure out is why you expect this time to be different.
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office, an honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime, specifically for Mary Kelley. Look, our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right. But however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sandstone.
Get yourself killed. Cool. And see if I can.
I usually like this. I've heard there's a donut that's giving out the
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
Get out of the fucking way!
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
WT fuck?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelley family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Well, at least you didn't get one of those little bomb thingies in you. I think I'd rather be dead, honestly.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
Proszę! Nie!
Look at the state of you. What you done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing? Back to your 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole? You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I've got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
Look, I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to the venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, Mum. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? Takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
And super gross. That's what the microchip does. They know that if they step out of line, they get butchered. Literally.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Got it. Watch for hostiles, people.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelley to taste the theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
Bagley, what you got for me?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Choices.
I've marked both on your optic. I hate to interrupt you while you're busy resisting, but I thought you might want to know that one of your operatives just got grabbed off the street and shoved into an unmarked van.
Shit.
I'm reconstructing their CTOS data now, and it looks like they were being trailed by an enemy of ours right before they were kidnapped. A woman who you managed to piss off during your escapades. Find her, and she'll lead us to our operative.
Piss easy. I got this.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
fuck is that thing?
Where's our children's future? People need a place to sleep.
What the hell? Oh. Are you just going to fucking stand there? Move! Are you that little mouse?
This is a highly placed Albion informant, or as they're called in America, a narc. And if there's one thing I know about the people of London, it's that they always like to see a rat get his comeuppance. Good on you.
Cheers, mate.
Control to all units, possible hostiles near your location.
Received. Let's keep this by the book. Over. British Broadcasting Network.
Your teammate is en route to hospital, where they'll be for the foreseeable future.
Fucking hell. They hurt one of our own? Bastards will pay.
Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
Bloody hell is this,
A data stick must have come from that wreckage. It has evidence that Albion are targeting grassroots groups in the borough, trying to keep them from organising. I'll hang on to this. Could come in handy.
I'll hit you so hard you'll think I was your mother.
You daydreaming? Get
whatever is going on.
Attention. Albion personnel have complete discretion to discharge their weapons in the event of threat.
Unlawful activity will result in arrest. Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures.
Spread out! Find them! Drone, initiate search.
Moving on. Drone, sweep the area. This fool is testing my patience. Take it easy on yourself. We're gonna get you later. Get over here! I got this!
Currently searching the perimeter.
Can't see anything.
Wonderful. You know what they say about sabotage? It's never not a good thing. This is sure to cause Albion some headaches.
We've done what we can to stop Albion's influence in Hackney and Islington, at least on our own.
What do we do?
Well, I've heard from a grassroots activist in the borough who wants to meet. Says we inspired her to do her part, but now she could use some help.
She and I need to chat. gave me the tingles.
What's going on?
Disobedience will be met with force.
Since taking over after the town bombings, Albion has prevented further terrorist attacks from taking place.
I've had enough of you, Listen. Wait. What was that? Hear that?
Unbelievable.
Make sure there's
Can someone explain this?
Now, someone in medicine would be a brilliant recruit.
It's better than watching tutorials on how to suture your own wounds.
Get out of the way! Back office is now your back. What was that? Look at that. Someone.
Drivers are all shite nowadays.
Right, I'm shot. Fucking shot.
Have you been trying to contact DedSec?
Oh, there you are, dear. It's just lovely what you've done for the neighborhood. Those Albion thugs are becoming a bloody nuisance. Of course, now they've got their dander up. They're looking to strike back against the borough.
What do you mean?
A group of us have taken the initiative to help the community. And given the current environment, we've had to do it quietly, you understand? Under Albion noses.
You've got some bollocks on you. Sounds like you lot will get on with DedSec.
Let's just say you inspired us and leave it at that. But now, I found out that Albion are planning a series of raids in Hackney. We can't survive that. Unless you help us. If you can intercept them before they strike, we'll have time to move our operations somewhere safer. I've got my hands on a little device that will allow you to zip around the borough quick as you please. Be a dear and handle this for me, would you?
All right.
on, let's do this!
Congregating groups larger than 3 persons.
I'm going in. What's going on? Stay down. Take cover.
What's still out there?
Spread out and find them!
Don't see anything here.
Awaiting area crime report.
Right then, there's no time to chit-chat. Albion have synchronized their raid teams. I'll feed you the locations as I get them. You take them down. Well, go on, you're wasting time.
This drone has been modified, slightly faster with better armor, but its maximum altitude is restricted. Also, Albion is using CTOS to monitor the borough. They could shut it down if you fly too high. Time to buzz the streets.
Coming, dispatch. Drones are en route to suspect.
That looks like a bloody good time. But
Look sharp, you've got Albion drones heading your way.
No new crimes reported for the immediate area.
right then, there's no time to chit-chat. Albion have synchronized their raid teams. I'll feed you the locations as I get them. You take them down. Well, go on, you're wasting time.
This drone has been modified, slightly faster with better armor, but its maximum altitude is restricted. Also, Albion is using CTOS to monitor the borough. They could shut it down if you fly too high. Time to buzz the streets.
That's very straight. Look down.
That looks like a bloody good time. But don't dilly-dally. On to the next one before they launch their raid.
Look sharp, you've got Albion drones heading your way.
Get moving.
Well done, but no time to waste. Head to the next location.
Drones being deployed to apprehend the suspect.
Excellent. You've got them scrambling. Here's the next one. Now hurry over there before they let loose. Yes, one more should do it. This is bloody brilliant. Now go on, hurry. Last of them. Well bloody done. That was bloody brilliant. A raid like that would have broken our spirit, turned the borough into Albion bootlickers. You showed some grit there, love.
You asked me, you could have owned this shit yourself.
This old bird still has some pluck in her, and so does this neighborhood, thanks to you.
Trust, I'm hyped to take on Albion. Good to know there are people like you who got our backs.
Well said. Goodbye, dear, and stay in touch.
Sounds like Hackney and Islington are ready to rise up and defy Albion. Couldn't ask for a better result, DedSec.
Fuck yeah.
Let's wait around and see if this SL... A spy that's been after our potential recruit is nearby. You could hack their optic to erase all the intel they've gathered. I'm sure a prospect won't complain if you deal with them. The SRS spy has been dealt with. I'll tell our prospect the good news. Now that you've helped them, they might be willing to talk to us. A potential recruit has been tracking an Albion weapons shipment in this area. I'm sure they'd be happy if we destroyed it. An Albion weapons shipment is nearby. You should destroy it, if not for our prospects, and at least out of naked self-interest. Get in. You showed that crate who's boss. I'll tell our prospect the good news. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
I owe you. Well, you want to repay us? Then join us. We need man them like you.
Yes, I think we'll make a formidable team.
Now, where did you go off to?
No, I'm listening.
I hate putting Mary Kelley on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion PMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
You what? Are you saying we got to go after the man in control of all of them mercs, goose-stepping across London? That man will fry us the minute we get close to him.
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
All citizens are advised to remain indoors during high-risk hours.
Welcome to DedSec, fam. We're getting smarter, faster, and madder every day.
Sometimes I wish I could just be a tourist.
Do you know that, right? Serious. Seriously serious. Oh my god!
Having second thoughts about the whole grievous injury thing, are we? Well, you can always prioritise your victim's treatment here.
Hold on. You hear that? We got a creeper.
Got a quiet day.
You can prioritise treatment from there. Well done getting our friend out of the hospital, even though you put them there in the first place. Now that you've helped them, They might be willing to talk to us.
Target is no longer with the vehicle. Possible hostile at your location.
Message received. Moving in. Over.
Officer down! Officer down!
Received. Ramming the suspect. Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Pursuing the target. Over.
Control, please advise. Suspect is evading.
Auto drive now enabled.
Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
If you want to revoke our prospect's rendition order, you can do it from a terminal at this location.
All units, proceed to alarm location. Acknowledge.
You can revoke the order from there. Rendition order cleared. I'll tell our prospect the good news. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
There's no need for repayment. This is what DedSec does. You can do it too. Join us.
All right. I'm in. Let's have some fun.
Investigating. What? All right, moving to the alarm. All units, possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Received. Watching for suspect.
Negative. No sign of the target yet. Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
Returning to HQ. Search terminated.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Fucking fuck.
Find whoever's hacking this vehicle.
If you want to revoke our prospect's rendition order, you can do it from a terminal at this location. You can revoke the order from there. Rendition order cleared. I'll tell our prospect that good news. Now that you've helped them, they might be willing to talk to us.
All units, I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Responding to the call. Over.
Control, I've lost the target.
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
Let's wait around and see if this SR... A spy that recruit is nearby. You could hack their optic to erase all the intel they've gathered. I'm sure our prospect won't complain if you deal with them. The SRS spy has been dealt with. I'll tell our prospect the good news. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which is very suspicious.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Welcome to DedSec. With you on board, we'll be unstoppable.
That's a combat drone, and it's after me!
I told you to stand the fuck back.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Monitoring for unusual activity.
Control. I've lost the target.
Received. Returning to HQ. Over.
Oh god. Oh god. What? Oh god. Oh god.
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Can't wait to hear what this bloke knows.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Can we say paranoid?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Acknowledged. Nice rig up. Bit amateur compared to mine, but...
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
I got this.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash the hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
That's just street harassment.
Going to shit. Piece of that idiot.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Now, hold on. It's not what you think.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Fuck no. Think more subversive.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Oi, there's no time for that. Listen, Albion knows you're in London. You've got to run. You've got to run fast, mate.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Hamish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Oh, really? No shit. Why else do you think I'll be risking my arse here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, Cass is a piece of shit. We need your help to take him down. The bombings, that was him. And he came after us too.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think. Shit, fine. Table, I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
suspects. Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Fucking hell.
Right, close this fucker down. Putting an end to the chase
Nice
now.
tech, that's it.
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area.
Perform a search.
Search units disengaged. This search is pointless.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I've got to switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
What we need is an insider on the team.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Don't come round here again.
Can we please have officers standing by? Over. We are inbound. Stand by.
Shit! Officer down! Officer down! I saw you!
There's our target. Over.
All units force this suspect to stop. Control, we are pursuing the target. Fast Control sends all patrols to attend. Drones are on their way to the suspect.
There's our suspect.
Ready to help.
What was that?
Immobilizing the suspect.
Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Warning. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest. Halt. Failure to comply will result in
Received. We are trailing the target.
I'm putting an end to this. Over.
You will be restrained. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures.
Useless flap of skin.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
You're good, I got you.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over.
Warning. Continuing unlawful
Officer
activity
in
will
critical
result in
condition.
arrest.
Critical. Over.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures.
Fuck's sake. We are inbound. Stand by.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect. Use a pursuit intervention technique.
Enforceable intervention. Warning. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest. Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures.
Control, we're still on the suspect. Over.
Right, close this fucker down.
Cease and desist, or you will be restrained. Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention.
There's our suspect. You fuckwit.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Cease and desist, or you will be restrained.
Received. We are in pursuit. Your chick back up. I say again, I need backup. Over. Drones deployed to arrest the suspect.
I'm ready to immobilize the target.
There's our target. Over.
Let's do this.
Cease and desist.
We've got them.
Ambulance urgently required at our location. Over.
Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention.
We're on their tail. Over.
Warning. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest. Cease and desist, or you will be restrained.
Cloaking behind.
Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest. Halt. Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention.
I'm putting an end to this. Over.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will target resisting arrest. Losing restraint.
Be advised, we are on the trail.
whatever you want.
What the fuck?
Lord, help us!
Putting an end to the chase now. Anyone have visual? Anyone?
Search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
This one's an anarchist. Fuck me. Well, say what you want, at least it's an ethos, right?
It's almost as if anarchists have an ideology that challenges unexamined social constructs. For example, what constitutes a job?
Stop it!
You asked for it. Let's dance.
Yeah, out cold.
There's our suspect. Over.
Keep it up.
Immobilizing the suspect.
I need some assistance here! That's my cue to retreat.
Just terrorists smashing up the city.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Received. Mobilizing now. Out.
Where did...
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over. I'm terminating the search. Fall back. Over.
Yeah? No, I entirely understand. Whoop, whoop. Oh, fuck off! You don't have to take them alone. Take them, AFS. Where's my...
Oh shit, that's the bomb.
Well, now we're doing this. Think. Here's a
Harder.
lesson for you.
Here's a pasting you'll never forget.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area.
Moving to the
hostile's location. Over.
Warning you, I'll kick you.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over?
Cross the foot.
Calling off the pursuit. Over and out.
Considering the amount of trouble we're bound to get in, might do well to have someone on the team who knows their way around the law.
Ironically, running an illegal resistance group would be easier if we had someone to consult for legal advice.